A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine. Okay. Now we already done theoretical part of string functions, chapter string. Now today we will do the implementation part. Okay. How we use all the string function. So if someone asks you about the string, that what is a string? String are the collection of characters. Fine. Now let's see how we can use a lot of function string. If you see here, someone says that, wait a minute, yeah. Now if someone says that string, create a string object for hello. How will you create a string object for hello? Just write down s1. Okay, any variable. S1 is just a name of variable. Now create a empty string object. Fine, this is your empty string object. Now if you want to create a string object for any string, just write down this, then str and hello. Fine. Okay, my cursor get fine like this. Str, then write down any string here, whatever you want to use. So this is a way to create. If you see here, this is saying that you are creating an object for a string. Fine. So this is a way to create an object for a string class. Okay. So str is your what? Str is used here to create an object for a string class. Now we will see how we can count a number of character in a string. Now we will use one more string str, and here I will write down hello. Okay. Now if you want to count a character, just use a len function, because len function is used return length, that means number of characters in a string. Now write down here like this. Now you will see the length of hello is 5. That's why it gives you 5 output. Fine. Now next we will use min function. If you see min function here, write down min and for which string you are using, like this. Now e is a smallest character present in this string. Why we are saying e is the smallest character in the string? Because the ASCII value of e is less than other character present in hello. Okay, if you count a b c e, e will come before. Fine. And you know the ASCII value of e is much lesser than h l l o. Fine. Now we will see the max function is just reverse of min. Fine. So now what value it will give? O, because o is the largest value, ASCII value, and the what max function will do? Max return largest character present in a string. So we done 3 function: len, min, max. Okay. Now we will see that if we write down if we want to know the index of any character. Fine. If suppose what index function will do? Index operator. Index operator, why we need an index operator? Index operator is used, the character in a string can be accessed one at a time through this operator. Fine. So now let's see the next. For string, our string will be same. Now if I write down here str at 0 index, which character is present? Now it will give h, and you can write any character till 4. Last one is your 4 because index started from 0. That's why the last index will be 4. So it will give you O. Then, so if someone asks you about the index operator, you can use index operator like this. Now we will see how we can access character via a negative index. Fine. Similarly, you can write str minus 2. Suppose I want to know on which minus 2, at minus 2 position, which character is present? L. Fine. So L is present at minus 2. Reverse index. I already explained these things in the theoretical part video. Fine. Today we will do only implementation. Now, how we can traversing a string with for and while loop. We will see two loops, how we can traverse this thing. Now, string is already present. Now, we will use first for loop. For loop ch in str. Okay. Now, okay, we have to write down a string. We will mention a string here and we will write down str hello again because we are using for loop. Now use for loop ch in str and put the semicolon. Don't forget putting semicolon, otherwise it will throw an error. Okay. After this, you will write down the print statement. Ch. Wait, I will show you. Ch. Wait a minute. Yeah. Now I hope it's visible to you all. Now we will use and. Okay, just write down and then double inverted comma. Now it will give you hello. It will traverse all the character present here. Fine. Now the string hello is assigned to a variable str and the for loop is used to print all the character in the string str. Fine. So the statement for ch in str can read as for each character ch in str and it will print the string. Fine. Now we will see other also one more example also. If I write down like this, str1 is equals to hello, then exclamation sign I am Python. Fine. Now again here you can use for loop and ch will be your variable in range. I want to give the range till which range I want to access the character. Fine. So I first initial range will be 0. Then I will use len because I want to traverse each and every character of our string. Fine. So I write down because I want that each and every character. So I will take the whole string, and if you want to somewhere some part like you want to till 5, okay, when the index is your 5, till that point you want to traverse, so you can write len and then like that only. Okay, 5. Now write down 2. Oh, I forget the semicolon. Wait a minute. Control V, then semicolon. Now write down print str. Okay. Then your ch. in the bracket. Now just write down this thing and close the bracket. Now here you will find here what error. Okay, print statement. There is an error in the print statement. Writing mistake here. Now if you see in the program, we want to traverse each character of each character. Fine. Traverse each second character of a string. Here if you see, first character is your hello H, then it will skip E, then L, then it will skip the other L, then it will traverse O, then it will skip exclamation sign, write I, then skip A, M. So you will see here we are traversing each second character. Fine, each second character of a string. Now we will see how we can traverse a string by using a while loop. Fine. So it's already we done with the for loop. Now the string we will see here, we will mention one character, because if we are using your while loop, we need a correct one variable that is called index. Fine, we will initialize this variable. Now we will write down the while loop and index would be less than the total length of your string. Fine. Now put the semicolon, because otherwise it will give you an error. Okay, so print s till whatever index it will taken. Fine. Now we will write and is equals to then. Fine. And every time we will increase index, so it will traverse each and every string. Fine. So now we done it. We will see here some str object is not. Oh, there is a mistake in this line. Okay, so let's first initialize. We already initialized. We will write down the while loop. Now control V, then C, control V, and here because index we write down in the square bracket, that's why it's giving an error. Otherwise no problem in the program. Okay, so now what you will do, you can write again, you can increment the index and run the program. If you see here, you will see that we done each and every, we traverse each and every string. So if here the while loop traverse a string and display each character. Fine. The condition, if you see here, we may write down index is less than length s. Now this condition is checked in each iteration till the time the index is less than the length of your string, the loop will continue. When the value of your index is equal to the length of a string, the condition get false and the body of loop is not executed. So the last character accessed in one less than that of the length of the string. Now when we start this Python, in the starting I told you about the two things, that is mutable and immutable, and string is your immutable type. Okay, if you want to change any character in the string, then it will throw an error because a string is an immutable data type. Fine. I will show you example how. If in S, in place of 0, at place of 0, at the index of 0, what is written in the string? H. H is written, but I want that instead of H, the U will come. Fine. Now it will, when you just click, it will throw an error because it shows that this assignment does not support the, because you cannot change. Immutable means once you declare you cannot change, so it will throw an error. Fine. So string, always remember that string is an immutable data type. Fine. Now come to string operators. Just I restart the shell because a lot of things come. Now we will close it and we will start new ideally. Fine. Now if you see here, we will check for some string operators. We will do slice operator, we already done. Okay, because I give you lots of example on the slice operator, concatenation, repetition, in and not in operator. All the example I already give you. Now see how slice operator. I mention here the string again as, or I will write down str. Hello, I am Python. Now if you want to slice this, you can easily slice your string str. I want to start from 0 and the last index you can give any, like 6. Okay, and this, so it will n minus 1. In slice operator always n minus will work. So hello exclamation sign, it will print till here. This is your slice operator. Now next is your plus operator. Plus means the concatenation of operator. Okay, if you see string is already given, I will mention one more string and I will write down. Okay, now and I want to concatenate both the string. So how will you concatenate? Str then plus str1. Now here you will see that hello I am Python, and after Python OK is come. So the plus operator means just to concatenate, just to join the string. Now we will see the star operator also, how it will work. I want star operator is used for repetition. We can call it repetition, how many times we want to repeat the string. So we will apply it on string 1. Fine. So we will write we will take some string and then str into 3 times. I want 3 times. Okay, fine. Now print str2. If you see now your string str, okay, str hello I am Python, hello I am Python, this comes 3 times. Fine. So it's just a repetition. Next is your in or not in operator. Fine. If you want to see that I am is presented in string or not. Okay, so I am in which string? str. Now this will say true. If I write down something else like this, that is not a part of the string, in str, then it will return false. So today we will finish up here. and in the next implementation we will see about the string operation. Okay, have a good day.